to do a video on this because it's like, I just think it's a good depiction of the truth rather than the straight, fairy tale. In my opinion, it always seems like men will try to shame women for being promiscuous and act like women who are promiscuous are less valued, right? And that, promiscuous women are, it's a bad thing for a woman to be promiscuous. At the same time, in reality, men love women who are promiscuous. And I don't know what words are really fair to say to a woman who is promiscuous, so I'll just leave it as promiscuous women. So I never understand why men try to act like women who are promiscuous are not, because the woman is not promiscuous. A man is angry. He's angry because he feels he can't get her, basically. And he, has more insecurities over he's not promiscuous. I have a lot of good experience with this, everybody knows, I have a low body count one, and before, it took me a long time to lose my virginity, because I put it off. When I was 18, I was like, I kind of wanted to, and then it's not that I'm the type that is hard to get, really, it's just like that I'm not attracted to a lot of men, and I was lucky in many cases. Many situations I was lucky because I would be maybe attracted or interested or easy kind of to maybe a specific guy or a couple guys, but I was able to manage basically in those situations. Instead of, I'm just not attracted to a lot of men. It's not that I'm not attracted to men either. It's just that, I am selective, basically. And, I don't know. It's just like, I always found like men seem to always have an anger issue with innocence, with the sense of not being a promiscuous woman, basically. It always weirded me out that men always complain about the very women they crave. Like, you put on a front saying that, women who are promiscuous are less valued, or that women that are promiscuous, they can't be in relationships long term or something, they're not valued or whatever. They mess up their pair bonding or whatever. Some people even say that. That's just so weird. But it's so weird to me because it's like, these are the very women you're all right with, you want to be with. That's who you sleep with. That's who you're usually with. But at the same time, you'll be very angry at a woman who's, had a very low body count, or who, hasn't had sex at all. In fact, most of the time from my experience, it almost seems like men expect women to have high body counts, even if they don't. And I think, like I said, sometimes men are weird to me, because that if lots of men want to have sex with you, then you're going to have sex with them. But don't you understand? The whole world can want to have sex with someone, but if they don't want to have sex with most of those people, they're probably not going to. So I never understood that, because it's always like, to me, like, what do you mean? What does it matter who wants to do what with someone? If that someone doesn't want to do anything with that person, then it's not going to happen. So I don't know, it's just something I thought of. even that, it's the whole idea of men always acting like, you know, that basically promiscuous women are less valued. It's like the whole thing with hypergamous women and how many of them have issues with sugar babies and things of that nature. But at the same time, their very actions show that the main thing they focus on is their money and how they can take care of a woman. It makes no sense. Why would you be against what you are very well going after? Of course you're self-sabotaging because you are talking down to women that you like, that you prefer, that you're comfortable with, and you are talking against the strategy that you go for yourself. You literally aim for women that want to be taken care of because you try to put forward resources and providing as the way to value what kind of man you are. And it's like, okay, if you want someone with that thought process, and that's your strategy, then you're going to get someone with that thought process because that's your strategy, you know? And I don't understand that to me. It's just like, I mean, and then honestly, it's like this. If you were really going after someone who is promiscuous, you wouldn't show insecurity and anger and issues over women who don't sleep around. You would not show that you have some anger for women who choose to not do that with their lives. If there were people who are, not easy and not, with high body counts. So I just don't understand this. Like, if someone could explain, why do you have a self-sabotaging mindset where you down the very women you want? If you are having trouble getting them, maybe fix your strategy and sharpen your game up. But don't get angry at the very women that you literally want and your actions show you prefer. You gotta get it together. Like, if you want them, you want them. And act on it. Don't try and get angry at what you want. That's just stupid.